say we have 2 and 3/4. 2 and 3/4. Now, before you start anything, the one thing that I notice is people forget what goes in the denominator. The denominator does not change. What's the denominator in your fraction right now?
4.
4. So you just carry that over. That doesn't change. The denominator stays the same. We just have to figure out the new top number. There are only 2 little things you got to remember to do. You take the whole number
4 times 2 is 8.
and the denominator, and you're going to multiply them.
Plus 3. Add 3.
So you multiply the whole number in the denominator, which is 8. Do you remember what you do after that?
Add the 3.
And then you add it to the top. So you multiply and then add. Every single time. Multiply, then add. So we've got 2 times 4 is 8. And then 8 plus 3 would give you 11. And your new fraction is 11 over 4. Mean the same exact amount, 2 and 3/4, 11/4. It's the same thing. It's just writing the fraction in a different form. But that's the pattern you'll use for all of them. You multiply and then you add.
Will we be going the other way too? Going improper fraction to a...
That's the next kind. It's not so simple. Number 6. Let me give you another one just like that. 1 and 10 over 11. Try that one. Multiply and then add. Remember, you want to keep it over the 11. The denominator doesn't change. If I multiply 1 times 11, that's just 11. And what's 11 plus 10?
21.
21. So these are the kind of problems that will be on the next test on the non-calculator portion, where you just change its look. Let me do one more. Let's try 7 and 2/5. 7 and 2/5. Again, you want to keep your denominator the same. And let's see here, we got 7 times 5, that's 35, plus 2,
37.
37. So again, I know these don't require work on your homework, I understand that. I'm not really showing any work either. So don't worry if you don't see anything written down. Now, we are going to go the other way. So the improper fraction convert to a mixed number. And I know some of you already know how to do it because I've seen it on other tests where it was an improper fraction. I said you could just leave it like that, and you still wanted to change it to a mix. So this is just where we learned that in this chapter. All right. So some of you can do these in your head. I understand that. That's fine. Some people actually need to do the long division to see how it's done. I'm going to see if you can do it in your head first, but if you need me to do the work, do not hesitate to ask me. I will show you. If I had 16 over 3, first of all, how many times does 3 go into 16?
5.
So that is going to be the whole number. It can go in there 5 times. But what is 5 times 3?
15.
But I'm at 16, so how many would be left over?
1/3.
1, and you keep it over your denominator. You could do it just by doing long division. You would say 3 goes into 16 5 times with a remainder of 1, and you keep it over your denominator. You can check it. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1 gives you that 16 you originally started with. So again, you're just kind of doing your division to go backwards. Let me give you another one. 14 over 3. 14 over 3. So how many times would 3 go into 14?
4,
4. So that's your whole number. Now what is 4 times 3?
12.
12, but I'm at 14, so what would be the remainder?
2/3.
2, and keep it over your denominator. The denominator is always going to stay there. And again, you can check it. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 gives you that 14 that you can start with. Let's try one more, and then we're done with this section. 23 over 6. 23 over 6. Okay, how many times would 6 go to 23?
3.
3. But I know 6 times 3 is 18, and I'm trying to get to 23, so how much more do you have to add?
5.
5. So that is your difference. And you keep it over the 6. So that's going the other way. And that's the end of that section. So there are 9 problems in that homework dealing with those 3 types of problems. So that shouldn't be too bad.